I will explain something. Let me do a slight illustration for us to know. Also, for please come with everything you are holding. Everything, come. Me pacho we mandia. Wodia, we are sure. Wodia. Okay. Now, you say we are Nadia. This one belongs to Pastor Prince. So if I took it without his knowledge, without telling him, what will you say? I have done what? Because it doesn't belong, but it belongs, so it's yours. So it means that you have something. Okay. Do you have wallet? You have cash? Bring it out. Let me do this illustration for you. Now, lift it. Whose money is this? Okay, put it down. Okay, go. No, you go. Now, in the beginning, we were two people standing here. And then after he left, I was just walking and I saw 20 Ghana cedis. I checked myself, it's not from my pocket. So obviously, it's for him. So if I take it without talking to him, giving it to him, I've done what? Because, please come, because it's his. Pick it. So somebody came with a song, says, Yedi ena foriba iradi. Bibiana wana. Yedi ena foriba iradi. Adia. Yeni sika ni jite yenishi. Yedi yehoma wo. Now, what's it there? Yeni sika ni jite. Whose money is this? So does he have money? Or was he can get it? And aha. So some of these songs we need to look at it. So when you come, you don't say minisika minigite, but who be a shoboto. But look at the song we are singing as a church. Look at songs we are singing as a church. It doesn't go with the message of the kingdom. What's the last pillar of the gospel? Kingdom living. That's not how we live our lives. So when someone was talking about surrender, no, surrender has to do with a lot of things in our lives. Hello? It has to do a lot of things in our lives. There's a surrender aspect where you talk about your wealth. And there's a surrender aspect that has to talk about what? Your will. There's a surrender aspect that has to talk about yourself, your will, yourself. There's a surrender aspect that's talk about things you are holding, bitterness and unforgiveness, things you are holding people. You are holding people in your heart. And you come to church and say, Father, these things I'm holding in my heart, I surrender all. It's possible. Put your hands together for him as he takes his seat. It's possible. Because surrender has to do with a lot of different sectors. So now, upon hearing the message of the gospel, Acts chapter 15 verse 7, 1 Corinthians 15:1, you do what? You believe. Now listen, tell someone you don't need to understand first, just believe. Because the message of the gospel is too simple. It's too simple. You don't, just believe. Don't wait till you understand, just believe. He said, I am the Lord that healeth thee. That's the word of God. You just believe it and then you get it. Oh my God. Write this scripture down. Acts chapter 20 verse 24. Acts 20:24. The gospel is a ministry. The gospel has grace attached to it. The gospel is a ministry. The gospel has grace attached to it. It's one way gospel musicians now, so you're gospel musician. No, it's a ministry on its own. Acts chapter 20 verse 24. The gospel is a ministry. Yes, I know you. We in the music we have the music industry. So there are industry principles. But let me tell you, we also have the ministry, and there are ministry principles. And so the late Daninete said that because we are in the ministry, and in Ghana or in the world we are also in the industry, we call it ministry. So a ministry in an industry. So if you are a minister, you are doing ministry, and you are in the industry calling it ministry, then it means that you are going to blend the two principles. But the question is, which of them will prevail? Which of them will be bigger than the other? Can I advise you? Look at somebody's face and tell the person, be ministry minded. If you are ministry minded, that is where a church invited you. The people in the church, they are just about 20 or 10. And then you can say, I cannot come and sing in such a church. You are not a minister. If you are ministry minded, you will not say, Muslim brother, okay, and just a mutual flight, a member. You are not a minister. You are not a ministry minded person. Number one, what shall show in a hoarding? Can they fly you? It in a nature and say, Minkasa fly a bonio. Ye fly wa fly. Now it's a moment to me fly wa for. It's called ministry. You don't have, if you are ministry minded as a gospel musician, you cannot say Mama Misika member too. It's not ministry mindedness. In ministry, write this down. In the gospel ministry, we don't work for money, we work for God. You cannot say Mama Misika menye. At the same time, near offer was a bayan so no. I was so to me a day a blessing. It is the responsibility of the church to bless the member, the ministers. But unka say one fan mammy a member. You don't say that. By the mawaji and fan maunso and kokuntokwa. Let me say this into the microphone. If you are not giving any money after ministering, don't fight. If they give it to you, take it. But if they don't give it to you, don't fight. Because you are a minister of the gospel. Many years now, I've never charged and I will never do that. Never. I go to programs, I've never talked about money. You ask anybody in the whole world where they said Danita, so MOC man of Christ came and he said, if we don't give him this, he will not do that. No. Including flying to South Africa. I went there on my own ticket and I came back on my own ticket. Even what they gave me was not up to the ticket, but I came home. So I come and I don't compromise on the message. I don't compromise on the word. Where am I making baby? No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We are in the era where gospel musicians, they look at numbers before they minister. It's an error. They look at the kind of church, the caliber of the church, the class of the church. A gospel minister, a gospel preacher can even ask, what's the size of your church? Can I know the size? You know me, I'm a bishop, so you know. It's an error. It's an error. Now what was no? What my former me pejon more from now? One be pejon. It's an error. And now you look at gospel concerts and programs, they're looking at the people on the bill before they can come. An error. Into your gospel program, now they are calling we are to swear. But no name said God has a blessing through that boy. What is this gospel ministry we are doing today? Now, somebody will say, yeah, this small boy, look at what he's talking about. Listen, by the grace of God, I'm 23 years in ministry. So if I cannot say this at this time, when? When? 23 years in ministry. If I don't say this now, when? The gospel ministry, we don't work for money, we work for God. That is why you are a sacred musician. You are not a secular musician. You are a sacred musician, not a secular. You are sacred. Secular, everybody is secular is for everybody. Tell somebody secular is for everybody. But sacred is for only God. So you cannot call yourself a gospel musician. Let me speak this one to you into the microphone, into the camera. You cannot say you are a gospel musician. You minister in church and other events, and at the same time you go to sing at the disco and hotels. You are not who you are. Repent today. Then it means you are just a musician. So sometimes you do gospel, sometimes you do secular. Then you are just a musician. But wait, hold on. Your judgment is coming. Because the gift of music in you was given to you by God. Now listen, everyone can preach the gospel, but there are the called who are separated for it. Write it down. Everyone can preach the gospel, but there are the called who are separated for it. First Corinthians chapter 9 verse 17, Romans chapter 1 verse 1. Let's read these scriptures. Romans chapter 1 verse 1. First Corinthians 9:17. Everyone can preach the gospel, but there are the called who are separated for it. They are separated for it. When I was doing the advert, I was asking a lot of questions. Are we all gospel musicians? Gospel musicians are becoming plenty. We even need more. Because it's not any man who calls, it's God that calls. If somebody calls himself, praise God. If God is called by somebody, God calls somebody, praise God. Can somebody read for me? Romans 1:1, 1 Corinthians 9:17. Who is that? So, listen. As you are opening, let me say this. I wish, Sam, you are welcome. I wish, Benny, I wish that Sarkodie, Shatawale, and all those guys, I wish the message of their songs is about the gospel and about the Bible. Forget about their lifestyle. I wish even what they are doing, they are singing. I wish. And we need to allow them, leave them to do it. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Leave them. Because everybody can do it. Everybody's allowed. But listen, there are also the separated who are called for it. The difference between those who are not separated and called for the gospel ministry and those who are called and separated for it is what? The power demonstration. So Lumba will sing what he's singing. He can sing gospel and sing. There was no power. There's no power. I remember it was a function and Beyonce sang a gospel song at the function, and Pastor Sherry Caesar was preaching. So she took the microphone and said, "Hi girl, you did well. You killed the song." Then they clapped for her. She singing. Tell somebody singing is an act and an art. Tell somebody singing is an art and an act.